Hey, what's up? It's your boy Fastball Gaming here, bringing you another news update video. And today, Minecraft Live 2020 just happened, and they announced the brand new Caves and Cliffs update for 1.17. Now, the cave update is something that we've wanted for so long. It's been speculated for so long, and I'm so glad they're finally bringing it to you today. Now, a lot of these features I have actually recreated in Minecraft, and I'm going to be showing you an early snapshot in a later video, so make sure to subscribe for more. But without any further ado, let's get into the video and show you everything that you need to know about the update. And here we go. They started talking about lush caves, and so you can see there's some flower petals going on those leaves of that oak tree over there, and now we're going to drop down into a very beautiful, warm, lush environment, which is down in this cave. So we slide down these vines, and we see this amazing cave full of new kind of blocks, vines hanging, which are actually called glowberries. There's more flowered leaves, water flowing through, and there's a blossom on top that actually can close, and you'll be seeing something on that in a few seconds. There's also the new leaves that drop, and it's just an amazing environment. So one thing I actually do want to mention about the glowberries real quick is that I've been working on an essential Minecraft mod that adds a bunch of features that you need in your Minecraft world, and glowberries with this very texture was one of them. So big coincidence right there, you can see in the top left, the exact same name, the exact same texture as I had, and so I'm kind of sad by that one. But let's just continue. They also illuminated the ground and gave you glowing effect and night vision. As you can see on the right, there is Spore Blossoms. Sorry about that. And you saw them open in the cave a second ago. They can also close, they attach to the ceiling, and they emit particles. There's also drip leaves that I'm going to be showing you in a second, as well as azaleas, which are the beautiful flowered bushes, and Alex for scale. He's so tiny among all of these wonderful plants, especially next to the azaleas. So here you're going to be seeing the drip leaf. They look like tall lily pads that are held up by a bunch of strings or kelp, guess I could say. And as you can see, they're like the portal platforms that actually extend and descend with, well, not redstone, but with power. And you're going to see in a second right here, if you stand on it a bit too long, it's going to drop so low that you slide right off. Moving on, here are the giant, vast open caves. It seems like caves are now going to be a necessity for when you're mining rather than strip mining or just digging down and maybe the chance of you never finding a cave until you hit bedrock. No, now you're going to be finding a cave. Here are the new water caves, which look so much better because currently when you see a water cave, it's basically just asking you to drown, and it's not very pretty. You always try to patch those up. Actually, my roommate and I actually had a home in one of our Minecraft series, an actual water cave that we filled up. Now, if you look over here, it's very lit, and they talked about this. You can fly through these caves beautifully, and they lit it up. They lit all the ores just so you can see this wonderful cave generation. Now, a lot of this you cannot simply walk through anymore. You must use either an elytra to fly around or rafting. They talked about how now you can float with a boat down these caves and explore or look for ores while driving a boat. You can even come from the surface riding down a waterfall, which is something they mentioned was very fun that one of the developers tried, and then they all had to jump on the boat. I was going to say the train, but it's actually a boat. And here they paused on this image just to show us this wonderful cave design and how vast and open it is compared to the caves that we currently have. Now I know what you're all thinking, where are all the new blocks, and here are some of them. Here are stalactites and stalagmites, and they're called dripstone, found in dripstone caves. It's very fitting because it's a stalactite that drips from the ceiling. I'm not sure why the bottom one's also called dripstone because they don't drip unless they drip upwards. But here they are in cave generation, looking fantastic. If you break the top block, they're all gonna fall just like as you'd expect with gravity. And if a mob falls into them, just like in Paper Mario, they're gonna get damaged, they're gonna die. And I'm not sure if you guys know that reference to the Origami King, but there are stalactites in caves that do hurt you pretty bad. And now, I know what you're thinking, okay, these are amazing, they look beautiful, and I'm really glad they added all this, but where are all the new ores? Well, don't worry, because we will get to that. There are 2 new gemstones that are amazing. Well, 1 new gemstone and 1 new ore. But first, we need to talk about growths, okay? So here are algae. Well, not algae, but they're called growths. They're called skulk growths, and it's kind of like an algae, kind of like a moss. But the amazing thing is, there's a skulk sensor right there, and so you see anytime there's movement or block updates, it goes off. And this can be paired with redstone amazingly. So watch this. If you move a piston, or you can move a piston if you walk near it. And they also talked about wool occlusion, meaning you can cover this sensor up with wool, as you can see right here, and the redstone signal is much weaker. Wait, I think I was wrong. I think the wool just transfers it over. It's like it like shakes with it. I think that's what it is. Sorry. You might have to look into that one a bit. I'm not very big with the redstone, but I'm really excited for what the redstone community can do with this, especially with wireless redstone. Look at this wonder. Look at that wireless redstone. So because of the detecting blocks around it moving, it can move other blocks around it and detect that to make a wireless redstone like that firework that just went off. Back to caves, we can see how this is implemented with this beautiful new block that you now found on the side of your caves. Hopefully they add some limestone soon. But here it is, just some growth going on in the cave. And I know you saw Warden in the bottom of that. No, they did not add Chris to the game. You will see a new enemy mob. But first, let's just look around this. This cave seems to be lightening and darkening as time goes on. It's just a very ambient cave with all this moss shaking around. It can tell when you move, which is going to happen, which is going to tie into the Warden real quick. You can also look, there's something like the sea pickles in a cave now, and there's little tiny stalagmites, I guess, that are illuminated. So this guy is going to go back to what it looks like is his house. I can't really tell. I can't tell if this is a naturally generated structure or his house, but he's going to go towards it. You can see some barrels, some stripped wood, and he looks over around because he's a bit nervous. And if you look to the right there, I'm not sure when he's going to do that. He's going to notice a new mob right there. Look at that, is the Warden, all right? He's going to throw a snowball to distract it because they actually are blind and can tell from hearing or where movement is. And that's how they're going to attack you, just like the Basilisk in Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets. So he's throwing a snowball to distract it, move the other way so he can quickly escape. Because these guys are strong. Look at him. He's wearing full netherite armor and has a netherite sword. And this Warden is coming towards him, and it doesn't go too fast, but he started shooting it and started to mess with it, so now it knows where he is, and now it's angry, and it's going to come for him, which was the wrong idea. If you look at the skin, it's very interesting. It has a sort of thing in its stomach. I'm not sure if that's a weak spot that you can hit it stronger, but look at this. It's going to come, charge at him, and boom. It's about to hit him, and it takes so many 6.5 hearts of damage off of him with full netherite armor. He's hitting it countless times with netherite sword, and he dies. So that is the Warden, a very strong, vicious creature you do not want to reckon with. Look at how big it is compared to Steve right there. It is amazing, and I am so excited for this to be in our Minecraft worlds. You didn't think the Warden was the only new mob, though, did you? Because there's 3 new mobs I gotta talk to you about. The first one being the creatures that live in the new lush caves called the axolotls. Now, the axolotls live in water, and they've been dubbed as the cutest creature in Minecraft. I honestly disagree with this. I don't know if the community's gonna think that they're super cute. I mean, they kind of look like a little dragon. I don't know. But anyway, these are a new kind of fish variety that actually fight alongside you. So as you can see, if you grab a water bucket, you can pick them up just like any other fish. And there you can see the unnamed version, but that is an axolotl in a bucket. They call it a cutie in a bucket. They can swim upstream, they can do all sorts of stuff, and we're going to now see them fighting alongside our main character. So here we go. They mentioned how you can build a whole army of axolotls if you just get a bunch of buckets of them and just spawn them near you. They're going to stay with you. They'll take attacks from enemies and fight back. Here you're going to see them fighting an Elder Guardian, and they have special powers where they can fight, and they can do all sorts of cool stuff, such as you just noticed them disappearing or teleporting, and they also can fight the Warden. So that's an incredible new mob. Now here's the moment you've been waiting for, the ores. We're going to be starting with the new amethyst ores. Now this is another thing that I added in my own mod. Once again, I'm disappointed. This is something I've been working on for years. If you've been a fan of the channel, you've actually seen the amethyst that I've made. And here it is, these little amethyst shards. It looks like they're crystals in this wonderful cave with this beautiful amethyst block. And amethysts are not where they stop, because then they added a useful ore of copper. And so we're going to hear right here, copper ore. It looks very different. It's a very different ore, which we haven't seen in a long time. Emerald was the last time we saw a different looking ore. And here it is, or at least an overworld ore. Here is copper slabs, copper stairs. This is what the copper block will look like. It's very shiny, but it ages. So it slowly turns blue, and so here's a time lapse going on of day and night passing. It slowly gets quicker and quicker, and you're going to see this copper ages, it oxidizes and turns blue. Alright, and I'm actually in Chem 101 right now, so I should know the oxidation state of copper, but I don't. Alright, here we go. Moving on, copper does have another useful feature, and that is this lightning rod. Now take a look at this. So he's going to build up to the top of his roof using scaffolding, a wonderful block. He places the lightning rod at the top, and instantly you saw lightning strike, but here we're going to get an overhead view, and we're going to see, look, lightning strikes straight onto this lightning rod. It diverts lightning and grabs energy, and you can probably use this on stuff like Blaze to make a bolt, which is actually something I did in my mod. Or, if you wanted to, you could probably use this on a pig to make a zombie pigman. Or I think it is a mushroom that turns into the brown mushroom when struck by lightning, and that drops a suspicious stew. So you're sitting here wondering, alright, that's great and all, but what about the cliffs part of the Caves and Cliffs? And here we have the new goats. This is our third and final new mob. Well, not final, actually, because we do have a fourth special one. But this is what goats look like next to other animals, and they charge and attack other animals, such as cows, and hit them off cliffs, just like in real life. They can jump really high, and this is what you guys voted for with the mountain update from last year at Minecon 2019. Now, hopefully, you guys didn't make the mistake that you guys made when we created the Phantoms. So here they quickly went over all the Moo Blooms, the Iceologers, and the Glow Squid. And the Iceologer is my favorite. It would have been the best one. It's a hostile mob, and it would have worked perfectly with the Cliffs update. It would live on these icy cliffs. But you guys did make a mistake, because you voted for the Glow Squid, and the Glow Squid is the one that they're going to be making. So that is our fourth and final mob, the Glow Squid. It's an illuminating squid. If you want to see more about it, look at Minecraft Earth. It's in that. But that is the Glow Squid, and here are the 3 new mobs, minus the Glow Squid, that are definitely being added, and they will hopefully likely be in the very first snapshot, but they're also going to be in the early snapshot that I'm going to show you guys. Now, moving on to some features that I did not think would ever make it to Minecraft. This is something I did not expect, and I honestly thought this was like showing some third-party mod stuff, which is what they actually did earlier during the presentation. But no, this is official. This is a brush in Archaeologist Ruins, and you're going to be able to brush some of these items, shave them down, and if you go too fast, you can destroy artifacts, but if you go slow enough, you're going to find some artifacts inside of these blocks. So this scene I honestly felt was kind of dragged out, but you're going to see them mining for artifacts. And here they go. They found a diamond block, but oh no, they went too fast and the diamond block broke. They destroyed that artifact. Alright, so we're going to continue going and we're going to see some more, and these are interesting artifacts. They're ceramic shards, and some of them actually have faces. So we're going to continue down, and they're going to continue mining around. They cannot mine this obsidian, but they can do the dirt. So they're going to looking for artifacts in the dirt. And they found another ceramic shard, it looks like. This one, maybe an orange one, is it? Yep, an orange ceramic shard. This one looks to have Alex on it. And so they're going to keep mining. As I said, this scene felt very drawn out. And excavating is not something that I ever thought would be in Minecraft, and it's not something that I find myself ever doing in Minecraft. Here they actually found a block of emerald, which is amazing. And they said you can just find these around your world, just naturally spawning. And so here they're putting down some of their artifacts that they found, and they're going to put the emerald block down into the item frame, and they're going to look at their excavation site that is apparently supposed to be generated in your world automatically, but also I guess they added some stuff to it. Here are some stuff that you can make out of the shards. Little pots, little pottery. I guess they piece together all the shards. I'm not sure if they're doing pick block right. No, they're placing it on. Okay, I see. So they're placing shards onto this pottery to formulate what would have been an ancient ruin. Or what would have been a pot, but it's now an ancient ruin. They're going to light this, and I guess they can heat up whatever's in that pot. It's very similar to the brewing and cauldron kind of thing that I had the idea for. But now here we're going to go to an even weirder update. Something that I also don't know how I feel about, and it's the final one. So here we go. We're going to see Steve toss Alex a bundle. Now, bundles are very similar to shulker boxes, but it looks like they are just pouches that you can craft. So I'm not really sure what the point of that is. I'm not sure why they decided to add this, it just kind of feels like a waste now, because now shulker boxes were such an OP thing. It's like, oh, you have to work hard to get a shulker box to store your items and to store a bunch of stuff in a small place. But now they're basically just added backpacks to Minecraft that you can craft, so I am also mixed about this one. But, I mean, okay, it can be handy for storing inventory and stopping clutter and carrying a lot. I just feel like they should have held off and made that a really rare item to get, just like the shulker boxes currently are. But anyway, that is the end of all the updates that they had in Minecraft Live 2020. But don't leave yet, because I want to ask you to subscribe, because you do not want to miss the videos I will be posting soon. As I mentioned, I already made a lot of these features in Minecraft as part of my Essential mod, and my Essential mod is a mod that you're going to want to get for your Minecraft world. Now, also, I got an early snapshot of 1.17, just like Dream used to, and I'm going to be playing on it and showing you guys that next week. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching this video. Bye, y'all.